Good morning and Jai Hind. In this video, we are going to study about revenue reserves and capital reserves. So let us start with revenue reserve. These reserves came into existence out of profit which have been earned in the course of day-to-day business operations. That means whatever profit that is earned by day-to-day operations of a business, from that part of profit, a, a part that is retained by the firm as a reserve would be termed as revenue reserve. Okay. As we have seen, there are two types of revenue reserve which we have to study, that is general reserve and specific reserve. So let us see about the general reserve. Usually a businessman do not withdraw the entire profit from the business but retain a part of it in a business to meet unforeseen future uncertainties. Profit so retained in a business is known as general reserve. As I have told you before that whatever reserves which we maintain and we doesn't classify them under any category, that means if we do not assign those reserves for a specific purpose, then that reserves can be utilized for any of the purpose, for meeting any of the losses or any of the liability, then those reserves would be termed as general reserves. And let us see the objective of general reserves. For meeting unforeseen losses, as we have seen that the purpose of maintaining the reserve is to meet up the unknown liabilities or losses. Next is for the strengthening of financial position of a business. Obviously, by keeping the reserve, the financial position of the firm strengthens or it becomes good in the eyes of outsiders. For expansion of business through internal resources or plowing back of profits. And obviously when you have funds with you, you can use those funds for the if you require any resource, or you may use them for the expansion purpose also, or plowing back of profits. So it helps, these reserves helps in maintaining some part of the profit with them only, and those part of profit would help the firm to expand its internal resources. The next objective is for equalization of dividend over years in case of companies. As I've told you that sometimes when a company suffers losses, it may affect the amount of dividend received by the shareholders. So to create the uniformity in dividend for a number of years, a company may use its reserves, may take out some funds from the reserve and pay them as a dividend to the shareholder to satisfy them. Now the next reserve, that is specific reserve under the category of revenue reserve. So the specific reserve, such reserve is created for a specific purpose and can be utilized only for that purpose. As I have told you that in case of general reserve, we doesn't assign those reserve for any specific purpose, but if any reserve, that means any undistributed profit, if we assign the purpose to that reserve or any kind of liability in future, then those reserves will be termed as specific reserves. And various types of specific reserves are like dividend equalization reserve. That means I've just told you about, in case of general reserve, that for maintaining the uniformity of dividends for over number of years, that means to have a steady dividend provided to the shareholders, these kind of specific reserves may be maintained, okay, to create a good reputation in eyes of the shareholders and outsiders or the company. Next type of specific reserve which can be maintained by the company is reserve for replacement of an asset. That means whenever a company uses an asset, and obviously after a lifespan of that asset, a company has to replace that asset. Okay, it may happen that the asset may become obsolete or a new technology arises. In that case, it becomes compulsory for a firm or company to replace that asset with a new one. So for purchasing or for buying that new asset, funds are collected in a form of reserve to replace a particular asset. So this kind of reserve for replacement of asset can be maintained. Next type of specific reserve which could be made by the company is investment fluctuation fund. It is created to provide for decline in a value of investment due to market fluctuation. And the fourth type is workman compensation fund. That means it may happen that any of the worker may if anything unexpected or anything unknown or any mishappening happens with the any of the worker, then amount of compensation is to be paid by the company to that worker, and that amount which is to be paid is to be taken from the workmen compensation funds. So a reserve has to be maintained to provide compensation to those workers which maybe some accident may cause to those workers. So in that case, this specific fund has to be maintained by the firm. And the last one is debenture redemption fund reserves. That means for redeeming the debentures at the time of maturity, a company needs a huge amount of fund, and for that a company can maintain the reserve or specific reserve for the whole life of the debenture and put some amount of money each year to redeem its debentures after a specific period of time. With this, I am going to end my video. Thank you.